Okay guys, so I was on the subreddit Creepy Encounters again and I found another story that I had to read. This one is called The Time I Was Almost Abducted by a Serial Killer. I have been so invested in true crime and interrogation videos lately, so this story was definitely right up my alley. Okay, so this one isn't very long, so just grab a drink and listen in. We're in this together. In February of 2012, I went to visit my grandfather's grave for his birthday. His death was really hard for me to deal with, as he had died in March of 2011, so it was still very fresh to me. I was kneeling in front of his grave with my head down, mourning and crying, when my body went into full danger is close by mode. I looked up to see a man running at me full speed from the forest near the cemetery. And at that point, I forced myself to get to my truck as quickly as possible, without the man getting close to me. By the time I made it to my truck, he had gotten about 50 feet from me, and I jumped in and locked the door, much to his apparent displeasure. He had threw his hands up in a huff like his favorite team had just lost the football game. I started the truck and started to drive out as fast as I could, but not before driving right past him. I didn't break eye contact for a second, and neither did he, so I got a really good look at his face. Cut to a few years later, and I'm at work, bored, and decided to download an app that had a ton of paranormal, cryptid, serial killer, and UFO articles. As I was browsing through the serial killers, I came across one that made my heart drop to the ground. Israel Keys, most known for murdering an underage girl in Alaska. It was very gruesome, and he ended up dropping the body in a frozen lake. He would bury kill kits in places long before he ever even committed the crimes. After the incident in Alaska, he had traveled into Texas for a wedding in a city not too far from where I lived. Then he had disappeared for a bit and no one in his family knew where he was. He was arrested in that city and brought to prison one city over from me. At that point, he was extradited back to Alaska to stand trial. About a year ago, I found a book about him that had all the details that I've given here. He had been killing for years and no one knows what the actual death toll is. But he did actually kill himself in prison. At the end of the book about him, he describes some of his favorite places to abduct people: public parks and cemeteries. I often wonder if there was a kid buried in those woods. You were fast, Israel, but I was faster, and I'm glad we didn't officially meet. Oh my gosh, I am so glad that OP made it back to the truck. I was reading some of the edits, and they did say that the truck wasn't very far away, so thank God for that. All I know is that if somebody is sprinting full speed at you without saying a damn thing, there is definitely something dangerous coming. And I am so glad that OP's intuition kicked in. So guys, the key takeaway from this story is to always learn to listen to your body. You will know if the situation doesn't feel right. And if your gut is telling you that something doesn't feel right, it's almost guaranteed that it's not right. Trust your gut. If you guys have any crazy or creepy stories, make sure that you drop them in the comments because I am definitely going to be picking some comments for upcoming videos because I love reading these creepy stories. So guys, if you like creepy stories, art, and drama, make sure that you subscribe to my channel because I have tons more coming. And also, as per usual, I need you guys to rate my newest Zodiac jar. This was for a Libra customer that wanted light blue, light purple, and white. I always love working with these colors together because they look so good with the white lights, guys. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces!